Good morning and greetings from Northumberland. It's Tuesday, the 18th of October. It's a dry but dark morning up here, and it is the feast of St. Luke, the evangelist. St. Luke, credited with his gospel, St. Luke, the great accompanier of St. Paul, and a faithful evangelist in his own right. Someone to whom we look as a mediator of the story of Jesus, someone whose gospel we are reading this year, particularly on Sundays and at this time during the week, and someone who helps us to understand the power, the healing, and the life-changing message of the gospel. And this doesn't mean that Luke is always very mild. We've been reading recently the conflict between Jesus and the Pharisees, where Jesus stands up for a whole system that is different from their accepted wisdom. But above all in the gospel, we have the story of Jesus who comes to transform, to heal, to restore, to make new. And that's the message of the gospel that's associated with Luke, who is attributed to be a physician and whose message is always associated with healing. And our world needs healing. We see the brokenness of Iran, where a tyrannical regime is persecuting its own people. We see the Ukraine, where drones are being used to rain down terror on civilian populations. And in our own country, we see the many fears that ordinary people have about their fuel bills. How are they going to go on? And we see a crisis of leadership that we don't know where it's going to go. And into this we need the healing of the gospel. Into this we need the healing of Jesus. Into this we need the renewal that faith can bring. That the poor are bound up. That the wounded are cared for. That the weak are supported in their struggles. And so that each human life is valued, is important. So as we celebrate Luke today, may we pray that the church, which often doesn't get things right, may be an instrument of healing, and that we, wherever we go today, wherever we go day by day, may bring healing, peace, and the love of God to those around us. And so we give thanks for Luke and for his ministry. And we pray that, like him, we may be ambassadors of the gospel to those among whom we live. May God bless us and our country. May God bless Ukraine and Iran. And may God bless all those who need to know the healing power of God in their lives.